Domestic terrorism, gunplay action. Here's my review of The Order. The Order is based on a true story of a domestic terrorism / white supremacist group in Washington in the United States in the early 1980s. Nicholas Hoult plays the real-life Robert J. Mathews, who leaves his church to start his own white supremacist group. He is sick and tired of just talking and talking and talking. He wants to use money and weapons and bombs to fight back against the government because he thinks the white people are not getting a fair go. There's also Terry Husk, played by Jude, who is an FBI agent who has just moved to the area to restart his life in a quiet area and starts tracking the movements and activities of Robert J. Mathews, who is slowly building his white supremacist group. The Order is directed by Justin Kurzel, who has directed films such as Snowtown, The True Story of the Kelly Gang, and Nitram. The Order is a mostly engaging, very well directed action thriller that has quite a few nice set pieces, some bank heist scenes, and some holding up some trucks, and some gunplay action in the outdoors. But for me, it felt like a hodgepodge of other films we've seen before, because it's sort of like a cross between American History X and Heat. Yes, it's very, very familiar. There's even a scene where the leader of the white supremacist group, Nicholas Hoult, he drives by Jude Law's FBI character when he's investigating a scene, and he just says, "Hey, how are you going?" You can just kind of like hasten him out. It's very, very similar and reminiscent of scenes that we saw in Heat. There are just too many cliches and predictable elements in this story. It just doesn't explore themes in any deep level. It's just all a surface level film. Jude Law's FBI character is a walking cliche. He has a history in other states. His professional life is in tatters. His family doesn't speak to him. He is obsessed with his job. He probably has addiction issues. I just wish there was a bit more nuance and character development to his character. Nicholas Hoult as the group leader, he's very charismatic. He gives a good performance, but his character is not very well developed. His group, we don't really learn much about them. We don't really learn how they started. We kind of like jump in the middle of where they're going and how their interactions with the FBI agents and how they get caught towards the end. It unfolds in a very predictable way, even if you don't know the true story, which I didn't know before going in. I think this story, there is a interesting story there about this white supremacist group in the 1980s. But I just think the way it was done, just giving us a cliche characters, I think it would have been better if it just focused solely on the action and more detail about this group. I just think giving us so much time to these cliche characters was a detriment to the film. But there are quite a few very well staged heist and action scenes. Our director Justin, he really knows how to move a camera, how to set these stages very well. They're very, very exciting and very well directed. I give The Order 2.5 stars out of 5. Just it wastes a interesting premise, and but there are some nice directed action scenes, and the performances they're okay. But I was a little bit disappointed. There's just too many cliches, and the story unfolds in a very unpredictable way. Thanks for watching. What did you think of The Order? Please comment below what you thought of The Order. See you next time. Bye.